Amida, this is her 22nd year as a mural artist, a full-time mural artist. So she's been an artist her whole life, but she's been a mural artist for 22 years. And I want you to know that she's really the premier community engagement mural artist in the country. And so let's hear it from Amida.
So they say, why Washington? Well, this is why. You come in and they're welcoming and they help in every way. So I was really happy to do the work, to bring this together and bring people together, painting art and having fun together. I think you're gonna love it. So, all right, 1, 2, 3. Can that bring a smile to your face? I mean, really. So, the mural is 9 feet by 36 feet. And I'm going to start over here. So, everybody talked about the 4th of July. Because when we came here a year before we moved here, we came during the 4th of July. It was spectacular watching the fireworks. So, the fireworks made it. And nature, of course. And when I was designing, I had these big butterflies flying around. And I thought, these butterflies are so beautiful and they're so big. I always see smaller butterflies up north, but these butterflies were this size. So the butterfly is there. So now I have these children, beautiful children here. They were all stock photos, and I chose to talk to parents and say, please send me some photos of students that I can add to the mural. So we have the first one here. We have Kaylee. Where's Kaylee? She's like, and her best friend, Bella. Yes, come on. So we were at Al's Pizza, and I said, can I take a picture of you so that you can be in my mural? And they're like, sure. And so they were there. So some of them have met, and then this is she here?
Is she here?
There she is, Malaysia, come on. So they're part of the 4E. So I got to meet them because we had pizza together, and I thought, well, wherever I am, I always look for the youth and youth groups where I could also work with the students and have them paint with me. So it was just perfect that Roxanne had a group that I could just, get to meet and get involved with them. So thank you so much for being a part of it. All right, you can sit down. Thank you. And then my neighbor, Aiden, plays with her little sister, running around, and kids like, oh, there she is. Oh, there she is. And she's hugging some friends and new friends she's making. So I didn't know you were coming. Wonderful. So yeah. So I see her play around with her sister. And I thought, well, she'll make a cute girl. I wish she always had the beautiful bows and the smile. I'm like, you're going to be my mural. Thanks for coming. All right. And I don't know if Arwin is here. Waldorf. Okay, so they sold us our house, so I thought, why not? So people who have somehow I've interacted with over the last couple of months, and while I'm here, so I've tried to pull the children in. So she is holding ice cream. So we love the ice cream store. So I thought on the square when you go to hang out, what you do, you pizza, you ice cream definitely. So she's holding the ice cream there. So in the background you see more of the town, the city hall, and you have the library, the first free library in Georgia. And if you notice the framework around, it's a stained glass. That was taken from the library. So that's from the library. So that's pretty impressive. And as you go on here, we have Jeremiah and who do I have? Rico. Are they here today? Rico. Okay. He's such a character. I love him. All right, thank you. The idea was to bring something about education and the children. So you have a kid with a backpack and a kid holding a book. Of course, I wrote Washington, Wills County, Georgia, so you know that where the mural is being painted. And then we have football, which is a big thing here, but I just kind of had two students just playing around, having fun, not the serious football on the field, but just having fun outside that form. And then I have, is she here? Okay, you take your shoes off. You're making that move for me again. Yes! I was outside pizza, right outside of pizza, and she did that. And I said, do that again. I took a picture of her. That's amazing. All right, so we have the city, and then we see more country as you go by. So I have the horses, and somebody said, you need to put the mules. So the two mules at the end there. So there you go. So, and then here, so I discovered we had a farmer's market. So it's a small one, but it's really neat because you get to meet people and talk to people. I spend more time talking than buying. And I met Maxine and Jimmy. One day I met her husband because she was accusing him of eating all her dessert. And I thought, oh, what a lovely couple. Would you love to be in my mural? And they have so much history being here for generations in Washington. So thank you very much. So I did something. I painted this couple here without asking their permission. And I thought, worst come to worst, I'll change the face, right? But they have been so helpful, and they've given me everything I needed just to make sure I got this done. And I couldn't help but paint them. And I asked later, knowing that I could just say sorry. But they were very gracious, so it's kind of a likeness of Doug and Susan. And you can see they have the farmer's market bag, so she goes to the farmer's market every Saturday. So that's how I met her the first time. So that's what that is. As we go further down, I have the Cherry Grove. A lot of people talk about that, about the church school and being renovated. So that made that one. And then when you go that way, you see like the flowers and the birds, more nature. But then you have history on that side. And when I first came to Washington, somebody told me about the guy who's 107 years old, and he's still living, and he still loves to garden, and I thought, wow, that's amazing. And then he passed away. So he is present history, and he was involved in World War II, and I thought, I need to put him in there. And his family said yes. And I hope I did him justice in the photo. And then we have Sarah, and everybody would probably know the history here because her house is just down the road. But she was a young mom who had little children, and her husband ran a printing press, and he passed away, and she had to make that decision. Should I go back to home to Connecticut, or should I stay and make this something viable? And she did. With little children all around her, she became like the #1 printing. She printed pamphlets, she printed all the work that the government used, so she became very famous for that. And my favorite is Austin Dabney. Yeah, Hill House, yes, Hill House, yes. And then you have the Revolutionary War back there. So I pick Austin Dabney because it's a very interesting story. A lot of the time when we do history, we talk about the big people and the big names. I picked him because he was an enslaved person from North Carolina who came here with his master. He was of mixed race. When his master was asked to fight at Kettle Creek, he did not want to fight. So he asked his enslaved guys, like, do you want to fight in my place? And I'll say you're a free man if you fight for me, in place of me. He says, yes, I'll do it. And he did. So he was the only black man who fought in that battle. He got hurt, but he fought. did such a good job that his name went out and said, "This is an art. This is a soldier." So when he came back, he was hurt. His friend who fought next to him took him in and helped him heal. So he got a stipend for being a soldier, and he got a little land, and he multiplied that and became a wealthy man. When his friend died, he paid for his friend's children to go to college. The oldest child, William, became a lawyer. So we're talking about an enslaved person and a white man. An enslaved person is paying for the white man to go to college. That's not heard of. I mean, that's not. So he goes to college, becomes a lawyer, gets married. His first son, he named him Austin Dabney. So thank you. Thank you for welcoming me